Today, we're jumping right into what I like to call the ultimate electric SUV heavyweight bout. In one corner, we've got the newly refreshed 2026 Tesla Model Y, codenamed Juniper, which just got a massive structural and aesthetic overhaul to defend its crown as a global bestseller. And in the other corner, the highly refined, super practical 2026 Volkswagen ID.4. This is a global showdown, and we're going to help you figure out exactly which of these incredible machines deserves that coveted spot in your garage. But before we even look at the horsepower or the battery chemistries, we really need to pause and ask a much bigger question. What do you actually want out of your daily driver? Because choosing between these two, it's not just comparing numbers on a spec sheet. It's really about buying into a totally different approach to driving. And this right here perfectly illustrates that core choice. You have to ask yourself, are you drawn to that Silicon Valley disruption and minimalist tech? Or do you lean more towards European heritage, traditional ergonomics, and just refined comfort? See, Tesla treats the car like a constantly evolving gadget, while Vivo builds on decades of traditional automotive engineering. Keep that in the back of your mind as we dig into the numbers. All right, let's move into section 1, meet the EV heavyweights. So let's see how they stack up visually, because a lot has changed. The Model Y Juniper got a huge structural update. Those older kind of bug-like headlights, gone. They've been replaced by these razor-thin Horizon LED light bars spanning the whole width of the car, giving it a much wider, more planted look. On the flip side, the ID.4 is this incredibly stable European alternative. It features illuminated logos and premium LED matrix headlamps. It's just a beautiful evolution of classic Volkswagen design. Solid, approachable, and super sleek. Moving right along to section 2, performance and acceleration metrics. Okay, so let's peek under the floorboards because these two EVs deliver power in very, very different ways. Looking at the dual motor setups, Tesla's premium trim packs a wild combined punch. You're getting a 220 kilowatt rear motor paired with a 158 kilowatt front motor. That is a massive amount of instant torque. Meanwhile, VW's lineup is no slouch either. Their ID.4 Pro rear-wheel drive hits 210 kilowatts, or about 282 horsepower, and their all-wheel drive GTX peaks at a highly capable 250 kilowatts. That's right around 335 to 340 horsepower. But how does all that power actually feel on the road? Well, if you're chasing that punchy, push-you-back-in-your-seat thrill, the numbers speak for themselves. The Tesla Model Y performance absolutely flies, hitting 100 kilometers an hour or 62 miles per hour in a blistering 3.5 seconds. The premium AWD does it in 4.8, and even the base rear-wheel drive manages a swift 7.2 seconds. It is literally neck-snapping speed. Now contrast that with the VW ID.4 GTX. VW gives you a much smoother, far more linear power delivery. It reaches 100 kilometers per hour in 5.4 seconds, with the Pro models at 6.7 and the base pure trims coming in around 9 seconds. You see, VW isn't trying to win a drag race here. They've tuned the ID.4 for comfortable, predictable merging power that isn't going to spill your passengers' coffee. Okay, section 3, battery, range, and charging. This is where it gets really fascinating. Let's talk battery strategy. Tesla goes with a dual battery approach. They use these super robust LFP packs for the base model, meaning, yes, you can charge it to 100% every single day without stressing about degradation. Then, for their long-range and performance trims, they switch to high-density NMC packs, including the new LG 4680 V2 cells. VW, on the other hand, keeps things super straightforward. You get an 82 kilowatt-hour gross battery in the Pro models and a 62 kilowatt-hour pack in the base Pure models. And what about range? Well, the aerodynamic tweaks on the Model Y give it a slight edge. You're looking at roughly 586 kilometers. That's about 364 miles of WLTP range on the premium AWD. And the long-range AWD even pushes past 600 kilometers. But the ID.4 Pro is hot on its heels, offering up to 553 kilometers, or roughly 343 miles WLTP. Realistically, both of these SUVs will easily handle your daily commute and long road trips with absolutely zero range anxiety. But eventually you do have to plug in. For long-distance travel, Tesla's 250 kilowatt supercharger network is still the undisputed gold standard. It is true plug-and-play magic. That said, VW is incredibly competitive here, featuring 175 kilowatt DC fast charging. That means you can take the ID.4 from a 10 to 80% charge in just about 28 minutes. Honestly, by the time you run inside, grab a coffee, and stretch your legs, you're pretty much ready to roll. Let's look at section 4, family travel and cargo space. Because let's be real, for a lot of buyers, the most important thing isn't 0 to 60 times, it's how well the car handles suitcases, strollers, and weekend gear. As this chart highlights, the Tesla is the absolute king of utility. Actually, scratch that, it's more like a cavern on wheels. Fold those seats down, and you get a massive 2,158 liters, or about 76.2 cubic feet of max space. Plus, you get a 117-liter frunk, the front trunk. The VW is still super spacious, but it maxes out at 1,575 liters, or 55.6 cubic feet, and it totally locks a frunk. If we're just talking pure numbers, Tesla wins the cargo game. However, usability isn't just about raw liters, right? The VW ID.4 shines in day-to-day practical family travel. It's got easily accessible ISOFIX points for child seats, an incredibly roomy rear cabin, and a highly capable towing setup that's perfect for hauling a small trailer on a weekend getaway. It just feels remarkably well thought out for the realities of family life. And if you're traveling with kids, the tech differences are wild. Tesla's Juniper Refresh adds a super cool 8-inch rear screen for gaming or watching Netflix. Plus, they have Joe mode to quiet down those cabin chimes so you don't wake a sleeping toddler. VW, on the other hand, emphasizes physical comfort and safety. They offer standard tri-zone climatronic air conditioning so rear passengers control their own climate, backed by top-tier 5-star Euro NCANT-SA safety ratings. Which brings us to Section 5, Tech and Driving Experience. Let's hop into the driver's seat, because this is where those two philosophies we talked about earlier really crash into each other. Tesla has controversially ditched the gear and indicator stalks completely to create this ultra-clean, minimalist EV lounge. Everything is routed through the central screen or the steering wheel buttons. VW goes the other way, retaining reassuringly traditional ergonomics. You get a massive 12.9-inch touchscreen with backlit sliders, standard features like a heated steering wheel, and on higher trims, get this, you can even get massage seats. Once you're actually moving, the Volkswagen ID.4 is famously celebrated for its stable, totally predictable handling. It absorbs bumps like a champ and provides a quiet, comfortable ride. It drives exactly like a product of premium German engineering should, designed to make your daily commute as relaxing as humanly possible. Now, early Tesla Model Ys definitely caught some flack for having a really stiff ride, but the Juniper Refresh finally fixes that. They've introduced advanced frequency-dependent dampers and acoustic glass. So the suspension actually softens up over potholes and rough city streets, but then instantly stiffens up when you take a sharp corner. It makes the 2026 cabin so much quieter and way more comfortable than the older generations. Section 6. The final verdict. All right, we've looked at the performance, the range, the cargo space, and the completely different design philosophies. So, what's the big takeaway here? Ultimately, both of these are highly competitive, premium, mid-size SUVs. Your choice really boils down to this. Do you want the tech-heavy, minimalist storage king of the Tesla Model Y, backed by that incredible supercharger network, or are you looking for the refined, comfortable, grown-up, traditional ergonomics of the Volkswagen ID.4? And here's the best part. Depending on where you live, both of these fantastic vehicles are often eligible for regional tax credits or EV incentives, keeping them fiercely competitive in price. So, keeping all those specs and features in mind, which electric philosophy are you going to be parking in your driveway next? Are you going all in on Silicon Valley disruption, or are you embracing that refined European heritage? Think about it. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.